on, everybody? After yesterday's video and talking about the 6x6, I realized I haven't actually brought this thing out to the pit for quite a while, maybe 6 months or so, at least not to crawl. It's been pulling the trailer for a while. I actually haven't even changed the setup. I've got a bunch of weight on the front of it and got all the shocks jacked up just for hauling the trailer and hauling heavy loads and stuff. But we're gonna see how it does just with its towing setup and tires. And as you can see, I did do a little painting on it. The body was starting to get some damage, mainly in the back corners. It was starting to split, and so I went and did some patching and gluing and tore all the grip tape off of it and repainted it. And I tell you what, with this lighter tannish gray color, the wood in the bed really pops, but so doesn't my body theme. This is kind of the reason I put the grip tape on it to begin with. But anyways, I'm not done painting yet. I just kind of slapped a quick paint job on it to get it ready for that trail run yesterday, and then I didn't even really get to run it. So I've still got some more work to do. Grill and headlights, all the details I haven't finished yet. Got a little bit more work to do on the rust and stuff like that as well, but I think today we're just gonna take it out for a run around the pit and see how it does crawling with its tow setup. We'll see what happens. Currently running the Axe system in here. It's the 2300 kV motor. I like it a lot better in here as my tow rig than I did in the Red Cat as a crawler rig. It's just something about that FOC. It's great for towing. It's got torque for days, but as far as crawling goes, I'm just not the biggest fan of the FOC deal. But it'd be interesting to see how this thing does. I initially had it set up as a crawler when it was only one of 2 rigs that I had at the time, but since I've gotten more and more rigs set up for crawling, this thing pretty much has just been a dedicated tow rig. And I haven't changed anything about the setup, so this should be interesting. But it's the creeper. It should do all right. I'm kind of curious what everybody's thoughts are. I know I'm kind of 50-50 depending on the situation as far as the sound simulator goes. I know sometimes I actually really enjoy running it, but other times it just kind of gets annoying. I know that when I'm out on the trail and somebody else has one, it's about 50-50 then too. About half the time I can't stand listening to it. I think I enjoy it a little bit more when I'm hauling a trailer than I do when I'm crawling. But as far as videos go, I was just curious what y'all think and whether you like it when I've got the engine noise turned on or turned off. You know, it's a good way to hide all my squeaky bearings, that's for sure. But I've heard both ways, so I just figured I'd throw it out there and see what y'all prefer. Just for shits and giggles, we'll see if this thing can pull this line. I don't know that I've ever actually had it make this line before. Can't remember, it's been so long. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if I've had this thing out here since I've finished the line top to bottom. I highly doubt there's any way it'll make the top section, but it might actually make this bottom section here from the looks of it. Aside from this, nope. Nope. See if I can get lucky and slide around it here without tipping over. The Ecto, nope. The Ecto is the only rig that I've had so far that can actually make this line top to bottom, the hard line up against the log. Maybe if I put a different set of tires on it, this might be able to do it, just with that extra axle and long wheelbase. I very highly doubt that it's going to be able to do this upper section here though. Like I said, I've got a bunch of weight on the front of this thing and it's not down low. But after hauling that 40-pound load of concrete, I kind of had to get some more weight on the front because it was floating the front end so bad with that concrete on the trailer. Yeah, there ain't no way it's gonna pull this. But with all the weight on that trailer, I couldn't turn at all with this thing, so I had to do something about it. Yeah, at least it'll dance for you. That's definitely not gonna happen with the current setup, at least. Pretty much. Moral of the story. I think I'm definitely gonna have to go back and do some changing and some tuning on this thing before I do a head-to-head video with the Ecto, because in its current form, this thing would get its ass kicked right now. But yeah, Ecto's a proven crawler. That's how it's been set up, and this thing would kick its ass on a towing challenge. So I suppose I need to even the playing field to make it even, at least fair, maybe not even. I do like this truck though, it's always been one of my favorites. dig. Not sure what I think it's that root over there I'm getting hung up on. See if I can get the front end over a little bit. Not that far. Oh. Oh, I really screwed myself here. I don't know if I'll be able to get out of this one. Ooh, she's getting light. Yep, there it is. We're going raw and uncut today. I'm just trying to figure out how far I need to go to change this thing back to being somewhat capable. There it goes. Oh, oh. That was kind of rough. Oof. My electric reel's collapsing. I've got all kinds of diff hangers sticking up now. This one probably won't happen either, just because I got so much weight up top in the front. I think it's probably going to end up rolling over right here on this off camber section. That's kind of why I'm standing so close to catch it when it happens. Oh, can the tires hold? Definitely got some changes to make before this thing can go head to head with anything else. I know it can do it when it's set up right, but like I said, it's been so long since I've actually used this thing as a crawler. Hit that from a little bit of an angle, apparently. Thought that would walk right up that section, but I was getting hemmed up on my rear links there. Right back to the same spot. There we go. Get lined back up for it here. I did not expect this thing to have this many issues here. Really wanted to be able to crawl that section, but got some work to do. Tires might be one of the biggest parts of my problems here. even have the turning radius to get that. Those of you who have said that you like the talking over the music, this is mainly what you're gonna get. You're gonna get me mumbling. I'm not used to talking to the camera. I'm not used to talking at all out here unless I'm cussing at something. He's not the type of person that has a whole lot to say. And it's really weird being out in the woods, talking to yourself. I don't know, it's just a bit of a odd situation, I guess. My goodness. This is just not working out well at all. Jeez. See, this is getting frustrating. This servo is essentially taking a dump on me. I'm not even sure which servo that is, but it's not good. It's barely turning these tires at all. Goodness gracious. Wasn't sure that one was gonna happen. Definitely gonna have to do a 16-point turn to get lined up with this ramp. I know I could unlock my diffs and get a tighter turning radius, but I don't like locking and unlocking these things a whole bunch. Those little Traxxas micro servos, they tend to burn up pretty easy, and I haven't got the money to buy micro servos, let alone the stuff that I actually need. So whenever those micro servos do finally take a dump on me, I'm just gonna end up locking this thing up completely. Hung up on the rear of the skid and the flanks again. There we go. call it a day for this. I got jousted. That's a tricky situation to get out of there. Oh, don't roll. Don't roll. Oh, that's not good. It's getting light on the top side. Yep, there it went. I think I got jousted again. That little guy. I think I need to start doing some maintenance up around here. We're getting to about far enough into the year where I can start building on the course again. So that'll be good. I've been getting pretty bored with the obstacles that I built last year. I don't care how big of a course you've got, when you can run it any day of the week, after a while you get bored with it. It's just the unfortunate side of the hobby, I guess, is you gotta keep progressing forward with every aspect of it, otherwise you start losing interest or getting bored, and when you lose interest and get bored, you start making bad decisions. I do have to say, I did pretty well last year putting everything together down here in the pit. I've been pretty happy with it, but I have got so much more work to do. Everything over there, the hills and the bottom, it's all clean and free of debris and trees. It all used to look like this, and eventually all of this that is just filled with brush and trees and roots all the way around. The goal is that right there, so that we can continue to grow and maybe eventually have a group run or a crawler comp or something of that sort out here. This is probably a stupid idea. Once you get hung up on that route right there, you've got to go all the way across, and we are right on the edge. So if I drop my phone, it's because I'm going for the truck. Because that is a long way down. Whew. Tell you what, that's nerve-wracking. That video never does anything any justice, but I would say vertically from here to that bush where it would end up landing, and just vertically, that's got to be at least 20 foot down, plus, you know, another 20 or 25 foot horizontally. We got a steep drop right here, and then a shelf right here, and then another drop off right after that. And that poor truck right there has taken that tumble more than a few times. It's good fun though. That's why we love this hobby. So for the last little run back to the garage here, we're going with the sound kit.